Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce our research on the topic analysis method for determining the suitability of water for human consumption, done by Oleksiy, Tverdokhlib, Denis Shavaev, Yurii, Matseliukh, Aleksandr, Gozhyj, Anna Maria Czarkovska, Maksym, Korobchynskyi, Lyubomyr, Chyrun, and Irina, Kalinina. The work established the main trends in determining the suitable of the water for human consumption. The most common indicator of the acid-base balance of water is from 6 to 7. Most of our datasets are not suitable for drinking water. The most common indicator of the surface balance of water is from 300 to 350. The most common indicator of the carbon balance of water are within 12 to 15. The average of the most popular value of the acid-alkaline balance of water is 7. The standard deviation from this parameter is insignificant. The indicator vary in the range from 0 to 14, and the sink of the acid-alkaline balance of water is quite stable. Everyone people use water in one form or another, no matter how it sounds. A person is made up of 70% water. Water ensures the body's normal frictioning. Therefore, any violence or the use of water in the diet leads to inevitable consequences and even fatalities. And when there is a lot of water but it is dubious quality, they usually do not drink. People start water starvation. They cannot stand and drink this water, and as a result they get serious disease of the digestive system, which is the absence of normal medicine. For example, Africa or poor countries leads to death. Therefore, it is very important to correctly determine whether there is and what water in the certain place is suitable for consumption. The purpose of this work was to use the method of visualization of selected statistic graphical display to determine trends in the behavior of various indicators incrementals with the method of correlation analysis presentation the result of analysis using Microsoft Excel spreadsheets. For objectives of the work are to carry out preliminary statistical process, identify trending in the time series by smoothing method, perform correlation analysis, and perform cluster analysis. This is what the original dataset looks like in Excel. Your dataset are pH, water, hardness, solids, chloramine, sulfur, conductivity, organic carbon, trihalomethanes, turbidity, and potable. The main type of data visualization is report of experimental and scientific practical research are graphs. The graph shows the relation between the two quantities, one of which is independent variables and its value, and the second variable which is dependent on its value. On the graph, depends of pH value of solid in what is Cartesian coordinate. We have shown the dynamic of water quantity on figure below. So analyzing the result, we can say that the average is about 7, median is the same about, with our range scope to 15, and the major variables responsible is value equal to 2.47, and the coefficient of variation is equal to 22.2. Similarly equal to 0.04, low value are more common is the distribution on its left hand positive. This graph shows the dependence of the pH acidity on solids. You can see that most of the data range from 15,000 to 30,000 for pH and 5 to 10 for solids. It can be conducted that most of the water from this dataset is not of the best quality that is someplace. It is very toxic, the result of which can be seen in the figure below. Smoothing, according to the Kendall formulas, it is a simple moving average when smoothing the data using different size of smoothing interval. W is equals 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 16, 15. We got it 7 consecutive columns, you can see on figure. Correlation analysis is a group of the methods that allow detecting the presence of the degree of relation between the several randomly changing parameters. The matrix displays all the coefficients and even graphically displays the relationship. Multiple correlation coefficients show that the dataset has weak but present relations based on which result can be conducted. Cluster analysis is one of the methods on multidimensional statistical analysis, data analysis, when each observation is presented not by one set of indicators but by a set of the value of different indicators. It is included an ample algorithm by which the formation of the clusters themselves and their distribution objectives by clusters. Cluster analysis first of all solves the problem of adding structure to the data, the group homogeneous, and also provides a selection of compact distant group of objects. Find a natural breakdown of the population of the cluster object. In this work, we conduct graphs in Cartesian and polar coordinate system, derive quantitative characteristics of description statistics and format histogram and cumulate investigation this problem. We used the main method of visualization, graphic representation, and primary statistic processing of numeric data. Method of correlation analysis of experimental data presented by time sequence were also used in web. The most common indicator value determined by histogram. The most common indicator of the Oleksiy alkaline balance of water is from 6 to 7. Most of the data set are the non-potable water. The most common indicator of the suitable balance of the water is from 300 to 350. The most common indicator of the carbon balance of the water are in the range of 12 to 15. Thank you for your attention.